Cal, probably a bit tired after yesterday. A bit of a long day all round in terms of the what happened in the game. Probably took the ringer out of everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it. Some longer journeys and there's some shorter journeys, but yeah, it's nice to sort of get one of the longer ones out of the way, and of course to go and win it as well is a bit of a bonus. But yeah, in the end, how we won the game, it was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously looking forward to this game against Oxford. It's another chance for you to get some match minutes, which is, I'm sure, something that you probably attack the week with a bit more relish when that happens.
Yeah, I mean, for players like myself, and if we are going to change it again, some of the younger players as well, it's a great opportunity, obviously, to play, and for those boys who are fighting to get their first professional contract, and then for players like myself who are trying to get another one. So, yeah, we'll be confident that we can beat them. I think, on the day, I think we maybe even had better chances than they did. So, if we go into that game with the same mentality and, the same purpose, I'm sure we can win it.
What did you make of the first game? It was a sort of a strange experience, I suppose, with lots of young lads, but they by and large acquitted themselves very well, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, I was quite pleasantly surprised, really, at how well we competed on the day. From my point of view, I think, the back four, I think we've done okay. Obviously, the goal came from just one little moment of not communicating, and they get down our flank and they cross it and they score. So, I think if we can be a little bit tighter on those things, I think we'll have a good chance of winning the game. So, if we can try and keep a clean sheet, and if we can create some of the chances like we did last game, we're going to score goals. So, yeah, confident that we can win the game.
And your own performance too. Quite spectacular saves in the game, one in each half, if I remember right.
Yeah, I mean, that's my job, isn't it, to make the saves. So, if I can make saves and I can kick well and I can come and get my crosses, then yeah, I'll be happy.
How do you look at it? Because obviously you're not particularly old yourself, but you probably were the most experienced of that sort of defensive unit. Do you sort of have to think, right, I've got to step up here and use my experience?
Yeah, of course. Players like obviously Keane coming in on loan. He's got experience at a very, very good level, playing for Wales. Bart just played games in the Football League, so I don't know what the team's going to be yet. But yeah, you see if there's going to be, four out of the back four, or if three out of the back four are going to be second and first year scholars, then yeah, obviously you have to take some of the load off, and you have to maybe do that a little bit extra and communicate, even more and even more clearly, and try and help each other, because that's how we're going to be successful.
Yeah, how much sort of training do you do with people like Niall Rowe and Matt Bauer and people like that, the real sort of youngsters of the group?
Yeah, I mean, when we do shape, normally, the scholars that are pushing to being and around the first team, they're there. So we do train with them quite a lot, and then we've been quite lucky, really, because with the game being postponed, we've done sort of more shape with that team than we would have done if we would have just played the game. Was it last Wednesday? Yeah. So I think we're going to get another opportunity for that today. So that just helps us even more, build relationships and get that feel for how each other play. And yes, it's only going to help that we have an extra session today, really.
Yeah, that Dover game yesterday. What was the atmosphere like travelling back after what happened? It was quite an incredible last sort of 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been it's unthinkable, really, to if we're going to go all the way there, and then when they scored the goal, I mean, I don't really think anyone thought we'd lost it, but you don't want to be on the coach for 4 hours after you've lost the game, really. But we were. I don't know, really. I think it took that goal for maybe us to realise that we had to try and do something extra, and we had to, turn them that little bit more, and make sure the ball stuck up front, and that's where both of our goals came from. Credit to Dates when he come on, because he wasn't well. He was on the bench and he wasn't well at all. And I think he might have even come on earlier than what he did. But he come on, and then to go and nick the ball and win the penalty, it was a great play from him. And then for the second goal for Wrighty to hold it up, and then Dan's done fantastically as well to find Dates, and then Dates has had a brilliant shot that was saved, and then Wrighty was there again. So yeah, I mean, it's quite, it was only yesterday. I haven't seen the highlights. I've seen the goals that were on, I've been on Twitter and that, but I haven't seen the full highlights of the game. I think that will help us to understand it a little bit more. But yeah, it's brilliant. Whenever you win a game late, and normally you score one goal when you win the game late, but to score 2 goals that late and win it was brilliant.
You were trying to avoid Dates on the bench, just in case anything was catching.
No, to be honest, I'm not sure what's wrong with him. I don't think it was like a, something that's going to be contagious. But I don't know what it was. He just wasn't well.
Yeah,
he wasn't well. But again, credit to him. He's come on, and people could have gone. I'm not coming on. But again, that's brilliant character from him to come on and be really, really influential.
Yeah. Man next to me showed me a video of you singing on Saturday night. Was that the most nerve-wracking thing that you did
Not really.
in your childhood? You did quite
good, wasn't it?
Yeah. quite confident.
Yeah, it's not. You got to do it, haven't you? I mean, we've had more overnight journeys earlier on in the season, but I missed a couple because I was injured, so I didn't travel. But you've got to do it, haven't you? So you do that at every club. But yeah, I think some of the boys were quite pleasantly surprised, really. So.
How difficult is your song choice with that? Did you choose one that you have to get somebody else to get a bit of audience interaction?
I think everyone's sort of got one song that they go to, and that's my one. So.
Excellent. What was it?
No, it's not important.
Excellent.